Here we have a Garmin GPS Dezl, D-E-Z-I, that came in for no power. Customer said he believes that the problem is the charging port. We cannot buy a charging port for this device, but we can use our 500 ports box to try to find a port that matches. Big Boss already disassembled the device, and what we're gonna do is take a look at the board. The screen is soldered on to the motherboard, and the motherboard is also soldered onto the speaker inside. So we're gonna have to desolder those wires so we can work on this motherboard comfortably. I just want to take a look at the charging port and see how it looks like. And the charging port looks like this. I located this port in the 500 ports box that we sell on our site. What I did is we have pictures of what's inside the box. Let me show you. There are more than a few ports that look similar, but I grabbed port number 59. If port number 59 does not work, then maybe we can try something else. Port number 49 looks similar also. We have similar ports, but our ports do not have those two in the front. Those are only supporting legs. They are not needed. As long as the legs fit the holes and we have 5 pins in the front, then that port should work. Let's start by desoldering the wires that connects the screen to the board and the board to the speaker. We have 2 sets of wires, and we cannot work on it with those wires attached. And we have to do those 2. And I already marked this area with a black pen, so we know that this wire is black. We do not have any plus and minus labeled on the board, so we have to know where each one goes. And now I can safely remove this board. We're gonna put this on the side, and that's the speaker with the wire and the screen with the wire. Let's put it on the side, and I have a lot of stuff here that we need to get done today. Sometimes you see a lot of stuff on the bench here, and some people say, why do you have so many things on the bench? It's stuff that I need to get done. They are urgent stuff, and they put them in front of my face so I can finish them. If they put them elsewhere, I may not see them. We have an Xbox, we have a Minimax tuner, we have a hard drive, we have a fob, and an iPhone 7 Plus motherboard. In addition to all the urgent stuff that we have in the back, but those have been waiting for 2 days and we have to get to them. So let's start by desoldering this port. And we have the board attached to the board holder like this. What we're gonna do is heat up from the bottom so we do not hurt this connector here. And now let's see if this one will work. I think it's a perfect fit. Wow, that connector is a perfect fit. So consider the job done. Right, and all we have to do is solder the back and the job is done. Some will say, what about the legs on the top? Those supporting legs on the top, we're not going to use them. 4 legs are more than enough to support this connector. And the job is going to be better than factory. Guaranteed. Before we solder the back, let's check on the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. And we're good. Very nice. Better than factory. Guaranteed. And look at how solder made its way through from the bottom to the top. So the connection is super solid. Look at this, and look at this. Right now, a bulldozer cannot remove that connector. Let's go ahead and test. And look at this. Look at this. Unplug the cable. It goes black. Plug the cable back in. 0.2 amps is being drawn. We do not have any battery connected. We do not have the screen connected, so it does show 0.2 amps to indicate that the board is accepting power. Great. All we have to do is solder the wires and give it to Big Boss to reassemble. Hello, hello. I just realized the mic went dead at the end, but that's okay. We soldered the wires, we soldered the USB port, and I'm gonna give it to Big Boss to reassemble and test, and I'll be back. Big Boss reassembled the device, and we've had it on the charger for the past 5 minutes. It's currently being charged at 1.1 amps, and the device is on. Device is on, and we see a picture of the truck. The customer is probably a trucker. And if we disconnect the cable, we do see that the device held charge. Battery is still low because we just put it on the charger. Awesome, great. The 500 ports box is honestly a lifesaver. I was able to get that port from that box. We made the box. The box contains 100 different types of charging ports, and each compartment has 5 ports. With exception to maybe compartment 1 and one other compartment, the ports are too big, so we only fit 3. So the box looks something like this. We have 100 different types of ports. And we took pictures of every single port, and you can check out the link on our site. If you log in to NorthridgeFix.com and just search for 500, right over here, we sell them as individual ports or we sell the whole box. So if you click on 500 ports box, and the link is right over here, just click on the link, and we took pictures of every single port. It took a lot of time to make that box, and if you've been following since a long time ago, you know how long it took to make that box. A lot of time, a lot of effort, and we had to take a photo of every single port, and we had to label that photo with the compartment number. Let's say I'm looking for a specific port on a specific device, and that port looks something like this, compartment number 33. You open up the box, you look up compartment number 33, and you grab that port. And that's how I was able to find the port. I looked at the shape of the port on this Garmin device, and it turns out that we had a couple of them that looked similar, so I went with port number 59, and that worked. If port number 59 did not work, maybe I can look for a similar one. Because some ports are narrow, some are wide, some are tall, some have through-hole legs, some have SMT legs, like this one here. It's not a through-hole, it's a surface mount. And the list goes on and on. We have 100 different types of ports. A lot of you already purchased the box. If you are an old subscriber, you most likely have this box. But to all new subscribers, to all new viewers, you can look at the box by logging into our website, NorthridgeFix.com, search for 500, and you can purchase the box from there. You do not have to buy the entire box. Maybe you need only one port. You can purchase the ports individually as well. And that's all I wanted to say about this box.